The following is a special presentation of the First Horizon Green Sports Zone. This is the Coach Annette Watts Show. Welcome back to First Horizon's Green Sports Zone, and welcome back to this week's edition of the Coach Annette Watts Show, where we cover everything on the hardwood here at Hal Henard Gymnasium with the Greeneville Lady Green Devils. We'll recap the last four games with Maryville, Sevier County, Science Hill, and Westridge, and we'll preview the game today with Abington, Virginia in the Doc Maples tournament and see what's up after that. But first, we need to get a quick word in from our sponsors first, so we'll be right back here on First Horizon's Green Sports Zone. The Pizza Inn Annette Watts Show is brought to you by Gateway Ford Nissan, Tommy's Plumbing, Pizza Inn, and by First Horizon Bank.
Here's a twist on your typical banking options. What if instead of choosing between a big bank or a small bank, you had one bank that's the best of both? That's First Horizon. Big bank muscle with small bank hustle. Big bank convenience and small bank connection. When the best of big meets the best of small, you get it all. To help you on the road to your horizon. First Horizon Bank.
Welcome back to First Horizon's Green Sports Zone, and welcome back to this week's edition of the Coach Annette Watts Show, where we cover everything on the court with the Greeneville Lady Green Devils basketball team. As always, joined here with Lady Green Devils coach Annette Watts. Coach, how are we doing today?
Doing well.
Good
Thank
to see
you for
you.
being here, Tyler.
We've got two more special guests on set with us. Ladies, go ahead and introduce yourselves.
I'm Maria, junior, number 23.
Okay.
I'm Matea, I'm a senior, and I'm number 3.
So we've had 4 games to talk about since the last time we sat down. Unfortunately, don't have any wins to talk about this time. Hit a little bit of a tough stretch there in the schedule. Let's go through them one by one, though. First one we had to talk about, I think we previewed that, hey, it's finally good to be back home.
Be back home.
First game at home here against Maryville. Didn't go the way you wanted it to, but still a competitive game all the way until the fourth quarter. So tell me a little bit about that Maryville game.
Maryville is a very good team, and we were prepared for them. We just didn't realize how hard they would go. You know, that's something we've been able to do. Some of the games we've won, we've just outrun people. We've gone harder than they've gone. And Maryville matched us step for step. And they were able to hit some shots. We really had a tough shooting night. And that was unusual for us because being here at home, normally we own this court and we're able to score with ease. But we had a little trouble with that, and Maryville had, you know, folks coming in and out off the bench. And you know, I'm right now still working to get past that 6th player coming in, and it's really hard on us to be able to match that for that long against a team that didn't lay down, didn't give up. So we're excited to go to their place and play them again.
And speaking of Sevier County, we spoke about the rematch and some of the things you wanted to correct going into this game. Ended up resulting in a 6-point loss, but a lot more competitive, I believe, than the previous game that you played, I think the first week of the season. Yeah. What were some of the things you corrected in that game that you liked seeing?
Oh, I felt like we defended them so much better. In the first game, you know, we'd had practice number 4, and our defense was nowhere where it was the other night when we played them. And, you know, the funny thing is we had the opportunities to win that game, and we just haven't gotten to get over that hump yet. But I was extremely proud of the kids for playing as hard as they played, from a 30-point, 26-point loss to a 6-point loss in the second game. So, you know, kudos to the Lady Devils, buddy. We played hard, we played intense, and like Pat Head Summit used to always say, compete. We competed.
And seeing it from a player's perspective, too, talk about how it was playing on the home court for your first time against both Maryville and Sevier County.
2 tough games.
Yeah.
Like, for it to be our first home game, I think it was just a lot. And we got to just move past it instead of being focused on everything else. Just be focused on playing as a team and playing together.
It was 2 very competitive games, and I feel like it's going to prepare us for later on in the season, especially playing at home in conference. So I think that was really good for us.
Yeah.
And looking at the Sevier County game, you don't get the, I guess you can use the word revenge, but a lot of times revenge is a harsh
Harsh
word.
word,
But you improved from such a large margin of defeat to then only a 6-point loss, and that's coming off of I believe, a 4-game win streak.
Yeah.
So you've seen a lot of improvement throughout the year. How much do you think you all have improved since that first week with Bearden and that first matchup with Sevier?
Wow. We've come a long, long way. The thing, fans, that you've got to remember when you watch us play this year, lots of new faces, out there on that floor. So lots to learn. And you all know Coach Watts expects defense, boxing out to be our main focus. And a lot of our new folks, we've not had that. We don't know where to be and how to go, so we had a lot to teach. And I felt like, they've bought in to a point, and, some of us, it's a hard road to step outside your box and really push through pain. But, that's why we play sports, is to learn how to toughen up and be ready for life when it hits us.
How much do you all think you all have improved since the start of the year?
I think we improved a lot. I feel like we learned to work better with each other,
Yes.
especially losing KJ and Abby and adding Briley. That was a lot to lose, but I feel like we play better now.
Mm-hmm.
We could use some more work, but I think it's way better than what we started with.
Yeah. Defense-wise, we're still working on it, but I feel like we're way better than when we started. Like, there's not a lot of people, or there's not as many times as someone will be driving by and we just do like that.
Yeah.
Like, we're communicating more, and we're starting to get it.
And while it's still fresh on my mind, too, before I forget it, I want to ask you all. I think I asked Julia and Briley the same exact question. Every year is a new team. You have to create new chemistry. You have new players that step on the floor, and you have to learn how to play with one another. So I believe this is our 4th week of the season now. So 4th week into the season, how do you all feel like you all have bonded as a team on the court?
Still working on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot. We're still trying to figure out what our individual roles are and how that groups in together to make us flow better. Like, not everybody's going to be a scorer.
Right.
And normally that's what people, I feel like, focus on, even though it's not the only thing that's going on in the court. Like, yes, you can score, but you also have people who defend, because you can't always outscore people. So everybody's needed. We just have to figure out which role you're in and how well we go together.
I know Miss Defense over here, you like that answer.
Absolutely. But she's played for 3 years for
Yeah.
me, and this one's played for 4. They get it. They understand. They know we might not have the shot, but defense travels, defense plays at home, defense and boxing out is the key to a successful basketball team. If they talk and if they go hard, it's all it takes.
I'm gonna tell you, how do y'all feel like how is your chemistry bonded so far?
I feel like we're doing pretty good. Finding a leader, I know in particular I'm not a vocal leader, but I try to speak through my actions and defend. I feel like if I defend well, then my offense will come.
Absolutely.
So I feel like if I just defend well, then I can help my teammates, and that's how I feel.
And fans, I've always been so mouthy, and played, of course, point guard in the collegiate level, and that's your job. And I guess I just expect that out of everybody. But when you go through our roster, we don't really have anybody that's their personality. I'm in charge. This is my team. Now, I wasn't the best player, absolutely not. I had an All-American standing over there. I knew how to get it to her, but I always knew how to, hey, way to go, way to work hard, way to get after it. And we just don't have that, but we're working on it. So fans, you just keep coming and watching us go. And while I've got your attention, have I got time to do something?
Yes, you do. Perfect time.
I have a little something here for one of our players here. And we will be presenting this at our next home game, where there's the boys team and the girls team, because the boys team loves Maria as much as we do, and their parents want to be in on honoring her. Coach Holt designs and does our basketballs for our awards, and this time he said, I want to put Maria's mug on there, and I said, okay, put her mug. Great picture of her, an action shot. And of course, Maria has scored 1,000 points and has pulled 500 rebounds. And she did the points, was it last night? Or did you get the points before and got the rebound last night that put us over 500?
No, I did it against Science Hill.
That's what,
both of them.
Both of them? Okay, so guys, last night's game, we've had this for a while because we never know when she's just going to have a night, but we are just really excited to share this with you. And if you'll come to our next home game when we're at home, we will put this in her hands and you can applaud this young lady's hard work and actions.
How incredible is that to do both in the same game? Because rarely does that ever happen. Rarely does a player ever get 1,000 points and 500 rebounds, much less
To do it in the same game.
Yes. How incredible is that?
It's cool. I wasn't really worried about it, but
Did you know it was coming?
I mean, yeah, I knew.
Okay.
But it wasn't like a conscious thing. Like, it wasn't like,
Yeah.
No,
I was just trying to play.
Yeah, she just played. She didn't tighten up. She just played.
And looking at this week's games too, a road trip up to Westridge and then a road trip over to Bristol to play in the Doc Maples tournament. Westridge, weird game.
Weird
you
game.
start out down a lot and then you pull back to a close deficit and then it gets away in the second half. Take me through that trip up to Westridge on Tuesday.
I mean, Westridge is a very, very good team. She's got 5 guards pretty much that run the show, and they all play the same. And they're all the same height. They're all bigger than us. But so be that. We couldn't hit early on. And when we miss, and you'll notice it, fans, when we miss early in a game, our whole body language changes. But these two are going to start working on that. They're going to start saying, come on, guys, next shot's going to fall. And once our shot started to fall, and Coach Watts finally went to a zone, we were right back in the action. But we have to spend so much energy making up the points that we've dug a little hole to get out of that we're almost exhausted to the point we can't finish games. But we're getting in better and better shape every day.
And what a run there by Allison Hayes in the
Hey.
second quarter. She steps into the game and scores 10 straight.
10
and
straight points.
You mentioned it on the radio. Without that, it would have probably been a blowout. So
Yeah.
how key was that to have somebody step off the bench and give you those minutes and points that you need?
And Allison can do that. And the great thing about Allison Hayes, when she comes in, I know defensively we're not going to let down. Allison's a very solid defensive player. She's a little sponge. She listens and listens, and she's one of the few kids that I've ever coached. Every time you yell at her or fuss at her, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. So she's getting it, and she's listening. And I tell you, she can be deadly. I wish she were a little stronger, but we're working on that as well. What are
good.
your all's impression of how you all trust when Allison comes in?
oh, I love seeing Allison go.
Yeah,
And she's so joyful.
she is. She has fun playing. Her and Jules, Lord have mercy, they grin and smile all the time.
When Allison's hitting, hey,
Yeah.
hopefully we'll all catch on to whatever she took.
Whatever she eats, yeah.
It's cool to see a player come off the bench that's so young have so much confidence.
Yeah.
Because when you see she's a sophomore,
Sophomore.
correct? So a lot of times when a sophomore comes off the bench, you can kind of see it in their face. They're a little nervous. They
Not
might
her.
not know exactly what defense you're in yet, but she comes in, it's right away.
Yeah, but Allison's she's just a joy to coach. I mean, there's times I could pinch her head off, but, that's with everybody and with
Yeah.
everything. So, I just have so much confidence in her.
And then yesterday you started your run this year in the Doc Maples tournament. I looked up the correct name of that. It is way too much. The 29th annual Doc Maples Holiday Hoops Tournament.
Yes,
That's
yeah.
a lot of words. So
Let's
we'll
just
just
call
call
it
it the
Doc
Doc
Maples,
Maples.
yes.
And you started your run last night with Science Hill, a team that you had previously played so far this year, but they got the upper hand this time and the better of you with a 3-point win, 56-53. Take me through last night's game.
First quarter, we were up 31-15. I went back last night when I got home and watched the game again because as a coach, you're trying to figure out, okay, Coach Watts, what'd you say? What'd you do? What changed? And I think we just became complacent. We beat them by 14 at their home place. They were down 2 starters to injuries. And I think when we got 30-15, our demeanor kind of changed. We got soft with our passes. We got less aggressive with our defense. We stopped running the floor. And a little team like that that's already down 2 starters, hey, they want to prove we can play too. They got every 50-50 ball in the 4th quarter, which killed us.
And from a player's perspective too, take us through this week. I know a rough game with Westridge and then let a lead slip away last night. From your all's perspective, what has this week been like?
Something that we need to improve on, and what we're going to do tonight. We'll adjust. I mean, there's nothing really that we can do about it.
Yeah.
But we play both of those teams again. We're going to fix whatever we did, especially with Westridge. Like, I'm not going to have 3 fouls in the first quarter.
I wasn't going to tell you, fans, if you weren't there, I wasn't going to spill the beans on her. She had 3 fouls in the first quarter. Well, Coach Watts, why was she still in there with 2? Because she looked at me and said, Coach Watts, I won't foul again, and I trusted her.
And she may not have fouled again. Just throwing that out.
Yeah, we understand. She might not have had 3 fouls at all, but we're not going to talk about that. We're going to adjust and learn and grow, and my trust is back.
Yeah, we'll just adjust and fix it when we play them again, and fix it by tonight, because we need to.
Big game tonight.
So.
What do you think, Matea?
Well, we'll play those 2 teams back at home, so it gives us a chance to improve and show our fans of how much we've improved and just beat them here, even though we didn't beat them at the Doc Maples tournament.
You see Science Hill 3 times this year?
Science Hill
right.
3 times.
Open up the Doc Maples and then have a home and away. Speaking of Doc Maples, got a big game tonight, as you just foreshadowed.
Big
with
game
Abingdon,
tonight,
Virginia.
yeah.
We'll talk about that in just a moment, though. As always, we need to get a quick word in from our sponsors first. So we'll be right back after these short messages here on First Horizon's Green Sports Zone.
Here's a twist on your typical banking options. What if instead of choosing between a big bank or a small bank, you had one bank that's the best of both? That's First Horizon. Big bank muscle with small bank hustle. Big bank convenience and small bank connection. When the best of big meets the best of small, you get it all. To help you on the road to your horizon. First Horizon Bank.
Pizza Inn presents I Ate at Pizza Inn. I ate pizza at Pizza Inn. I ate a salad at Pizza Inn.
I ate pizza!
I ate it all.
Hi, I'm Kyle, and I'm inviting you to come and enjoy Greeneville's favorite hometown pizza, pasta, salad, and dessert buffet for just $8 all day, Monday through Friday. And then you can say,
we all ate at Pizza Inn.
Tommy's Plumbing has been in business for 30 years, and we're still growing because we treat our customers like family. We are proud to do any job from kitchen faucet installation to a complete home repipe. Tommy's Plumbing offers warranties on most products installed by our technicians. When the job is done, our friendly professionals make sure to clean up. We invite you to visit our new showroom in Jonesboro to see our quality products for yourself. Tommy's is the only one to call when you need a fast, reliable, professional plumber in the Tri-Cities.
At many dealerships, you get what you'd expect. Games, gimmicks, and shady sales tactics. At Gateway Nissan in Greeneville, expect the unexpected. Low prices, convenient service, and a great buying experience.
Get our Gateway exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty.
No worries for life.
You deserve the unexpected. It's the #1 reason you gotta get to Gateway.
Shop online at gatewaynissangreenville.com.
Or take the super short drive down Highway 11E to Gateway Nissan in Greeneville.
Welcome back to First Horizon's Green Sports Zone, and welcome back to this week's edition of the Coach Annette Watts Show, where we cover everything on the court with the Greeneville Lady Green Devils basketball team. As always, joined here with head coach Annette Watts. I hope everybody went and got some pizza in last week.
Hey, I hope so too. My 2 players here love it. We like going to Pizza Inn, and we like going through the desserts. I'm telling you. Of course, I'm a junk food eater, but the desserts are wonderful. So get over there during Christmas. You're out of school, the kids are home. Mom, you won't have to cook. Go eat some pizza.
Monday through Friday, all-you-can-eat buffet, only $8 at Pizza Inn in Greeneville. While we're on the subject, too, what are your favorite pizzas to get at Pizza Inn? Because there are a multitude of different options you can get. What are your favorites?
Well, I just eat cheese pizza.
Okay.
But they have that. The cheese pizza is great.
I'm a big dessert lover, so I like the chocolate chip.
Okay.
Chocolate chip pizza. Yum, yum.
I always enjoy the odd ones like the cheeseburger pizza or the taco pizza. They're different. So
I
you have
always
to
try,
them.
yep.
Yeah.
And that's the great thing about it. You can try a piece of everything and see what you think. And for $8, where else can you go and get a good meal?
And if you don't like pizza, pasta, salad.
Yes.
You've got other options also. So if you've got the opportunity, head down to Pizza Inn, all-you-can-eat buffet, only $8 Monday through Friday. Going back to basketball, Doc Maples again tonight, Abington, Virginia. Big game, tough opponent. Give us your preview.
I mean, Abington has won the state championship in Virginia quite a few years. And if anyone was at the Doc Maples last year, they did win the Doc Maples. At that time, they started 6'3" and 6'3" inside. One of the big 6'3" girls graduated, so I had in my head they were both still there. But the only one that's still there is the 6'3" kid that's signed with NC State. So that tells you, because Westmore loves big girls that can run the floor and move. So Maria's got her hands full. But I was able to watch Marshtown East last night, number 25, who Maria took care of a few weeks ago. So I'm not concerned. I'm more worried about my perimeter really guarding the ball where they can't throw over Maria. You know, there's only so many feet high we can jump. So we've got to watch that. And then they had one other little wing guard that's back from last year. Phenomenal driver. I mean, just drives hard to the baseline. You know, and so we've got to play the game that Greeneville plays. We're going to set our goals, and we're going to try to achieve them and come out of there with a win.
And what's your feeling going into tonight too?
I mean, not really scared, so I'm going to just play.
Yeah, I'm excited to show what we can do, and I think tonight we'll have a better night. We learned last night what we did wrong, and I feel like tonight was going to be better.
And that's the great thing about a tournament. You don't have to wait till next season. And I'll share that with the girls this afternoon. You know, guys, losses hurt. And when you have to go from the end of the year all the way to the next year, you know, it can cause ulcers and stuff because it's in there just eating at you. So we've got one night. So now we're ready to get out there and, again, revenge is a hard word, but prove to ourselves, this team, how good we can be, and that's our plan.
You've played a lot of D1 talent so far this year, not just D1 talent, Power 4 talent.
Absolutely.
Played a Missouri commit with Bearden and now a North Carolina State commit with Abington. So whenever you're going up against competition like that, what's that say about the scheduling?
The scheduling is tough, but all the years I've been in it, and I said 44 last night, and my husband said, surely it's not been 44. It's been 44. He just tries to make me feel good. But I've always believed if you can play a tough schedule before you get into conference, it will make you better on the other end. Through conference, and then in the region, sub-state, and then when you get to Murfreesboro. And that's always your goal.
And your idea too, how does it feel to play such high-level competition like that? I mean, obviously it makes you better in the end, so how do you feel whenever you take the court against high-level competition like that, night in and night out?
The same.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they're good basketball players, but one person can't beat a whole team. You just play.
You just play. What do you think, Matea?
It'll make us better in the long run. I feel like if we play hard against those teams, then we'll dominate later on in the season when we start district and region. So I think it just prepares us a lot better.
And looking forward just a little bit also, not to preview into the future too much because, of course, your focus is set on Abington tonight, but being in Hal Henard Gymnasium right now, we've got a lot of games that will be played here soon before we hit the New Year's. We've got the Ladies Classic coming up, the Andrew Johnson Bank Ladies Classic, that is. So looking ahead to that, how special is it once again to be able to host such a prestigious tournament?
Oh, we love hosting it. Our town is proud. Our town rolls out the red carpet. It's such a good thing for Greeneville, and it's been around a long, long time, and we hope this year is just as successful. We have been successful the past few years, and we hope to continue that as well.
And players that have played in the Ladies Classic previously, too.
Yes.
How cool is it being able to compete in a tournament like that?
I like the Ladies Classic.
We all have fun in the Ladies Classic. I wish I could make every game as they make the Ladies Classic fun, because it is a game. It has to be fun. But you've just got to correct things to where we can have fun because winning's always a lot more fun than losing.
Absolutely. And we'll look at the Ladies Classic a little bit more next week, but for the moment, you've got the Doc Maples tournament tonight with Abington, Virginia. Of course, don't know who you'll play in that third game and won't even look at that because right now your focus is 100% on Abington tonight.
You've got it, and I feel like we can beat that team, and, I feel like Abington, the Falcons are going to fly in, they're going to fly hard, but I think the Lady Devils are ready to go show what we can do as a team.
And what a great way it'd be to snap that losing streak.
Absolutely. Let's snap that thing.
But Coach, unless there's anything else you've got to add, I believe that's all I've got this week.
Hey, sounds good. We'll see you all at the game.
All right, Coach. Once again, I appreciate it. Thank you all for joining us this week also. And thank you all for watching this week's edition of the Pizza and Annette Watts Show. We look forward to seeing you next time here on First Horizons Green Sports Zone.